Aloha guys, this is a global shield activation. You should be standing and spiral your body as if you're moving a hula hoop in a slow motion just to help you keep focused. It's nice to have a stone or piece of metal in one of your hands to spin it around. It helps you focus, just like chewing gum. Or even, and of course, holding your fingers up. We're going to be pointing in different directions. Okay, wherever you are, know your compass directions. We're going to be pointing at different locations around the world. And now that we're ready for action, okay, let's do this. So we're going to do immediate scan. Any problematic people, or just immediately around the area, beaming brilliant white, like beam your feet. Imagine that brilliant flashlight of light, on your feet, like glow, and it just activates your auras all nicely charged up. You know, just do around your room, just beam a beam of light, incredibly bright, through, say, your computer or whatever you have that's around you. You just charge it up, and we're going to start imagining that the beams are training outside of wherever you are. Okay, visualize them going through buildings, just incredibly bright. Just imagine you are the sun, you are the all that is, you are the infinitesimal stuff, that the makeup of everything. Okay, so act according to that belief. Do that. Okay, just beam, blast everywhere. All right, blast all through the city. We're trying to hit large structures. Okay, and now imagine maybe a couple of other people that you know. Imagine them standing doing the same thing, just beaming bright white light up at buildings, and start seeing the auras pulsating of certain buildings. It's just a warm area. Even imagine some of the residents within, them grabbing out and reaching the light, and them activating themselves. This is like the fountain of youth. Everybody, you reach for it and it charges you up. All right, so what I'd like to continue with is, now that this localized area is active, find the largest. Generally, it's a mountain. Find or a large building, skyscraper. Just aim towards it. Wherever you have to turn, where you are, aim directly at it, and imagine a beam of light just training right at it. Okay. And it just creates a semicircle, protective force field around that structure or that mountain. And next we start to aim towards the next location, and I'm going to do a series of locations. Okay. Now first we're going to go to Mount Shasta, or just imagine some mountains in California. Imagine some people in California. Imagine them all aiming, beaming. And remember that beam, like look up in space. Look up in space and see that from wherever you are, see that the beam of light is going from where you are, where you're standing, and with your fingers, where you're firing that beam. Imagine it's going all the way out. Okay, all the way to this other location. Okay, just look at that for a second. Look at that incredible, crossing across, land masses, and you can see from space how it goes from where you are to the California mountains. Right? Imagine people smiling, looking at it. Maybe certain people that you would be typical of the area. Imagine them joyful, right? And then activate that mountain range. Look in space and see how a bunch of people beam at it. You know, just different American-looking people. Imagine them smiling and all blasting, training that bright white light on those mountains. Now that mountain's active. Okay. Now we want to go. We want to go down. Okay. We're going to go to Arizona. So we're starting seeing maybe some Latino people smiling joyfully. Okay. You know, see some mountain ranges there. Imagine them beaming brightly, just blasting. And then this may be effortful to do. You can always pause it for a moment, take a break. You know, this is a very concentrated activity, right? So just visualize, right? Breathe, focus, visualize these people smiling. You know, for example, Latino people. Just imagine them all just beaming a large, whether it's buildings or mountains, whatever it is, and continue. We're going to go, now we're going across the ocean. We're going to Australia. So see some people in Australia just smiling gladly. Look in space for a moment. See how that beam is just firing across all the way from where you are. It's going to California mountains. Then it's going down to Arizona, lower America, and now we're going across to the big red dunes in Australia. So we see some people there smiling exuberantly, just Australian people just excited, all beaming one another. Imagine the beams and people just rushing to grab the light emanating from the sky, brilliant white light, right? And continue to blast all over the place. Just brilliant, vivid, right? It's just an incredible. It's an incredible light. You know, it's just magnificent, and we're just next. We're gonna go to. We're going to go to England. We're going to beam all the way up to England. Imagine a nice setting there, smiling people, English, brilliant white light. They're happy. We're already at number 4, guys. We're going to be done soon. We're going to go from England, then another area in Europe, that's, and then Asia, and then India. So we're just visualizing some people there. You know, brilliant. Look at the Earth. The Earth is starting to connect. All the mountain ranges are starting to connect. Bright white light. Imagine you're looking up as a spectator up into the sky, and you're seeing these incredible beams of white light just over the Earth, protecting. It's just really an overwhelming feeling of excitement and comfort. That wow, this place is. This Earth is really a safe place to be, and just see the people in England smiling, beaming. Now they're going to beam all the way down to, let's say, Italy and the mountain ranges, perhaps near the Swiss Alps and whatnot, and just that whole mountain range being illuminated, brilliant white light. People smiling, joy, right? What a wonderful connected experience we're having in this Earth, isn't it? And we just see this magnificent light training everywhere. And well, where we go from here is we go all the way to we go to Asia, we go to Japan, see people over there smiling, beaming buildings. You get the idea, right? They're all excited, they're beaming each other, see the city lights there. Look at how this light is just. Let's look at Earth and all the way from space for a moment. Look at how the smiling people all around the world, and the light is just there, just training across, doing crisscrosses, and what an excitement, what an exciting situation, right? Now just keep focusing. See the people in Japan. Imagine them all beaming. Some of the buildings, brilliant buildings, right? Brilliant buildings, and the mountains, Mount Fuji, for example, with its snow top. Imagine beaming that. Incredible bright, right? Very good stuff going on here, guys. Very positive energies occurring here. And we're about to finish this. We're about to go to India, and just imagine people from all over the place: Africa, India, people of all races, ethnicities, just all smiling and wielding spheres of light, and all launching them at the Himalayan mountain range, Mount Everest. This is where the peak of the Earth, and just see the electrical brightness of, like, we're all bright. We are the sun. We are brighter than the sun. We are the molecular structure of the sun, and just see that actually happening, right? Watch that all occurring, right? And so in enthusiasm and joy, we just let the light shine bright. Let it shine. We could do some world leaders. We could imagine different ones. You could bring one to your eye and imagine them doing the light work too, just beaming the places where they are. Beams going through buildings. Another thing to imagine. Another thing to imagine is not just through buildings, but through, onto mountains, and they get all activated. And to conclude, I'm going to look at the, Earth from this all the way deep space. You look down, you can see this web of just bright white light connecting, and people reaching up and grabbing into the beams of light, all activating each other in happiness and joy and a more peaceful world. Thank you for doing this with me. It's easy to, when you're in the mood, just press play and do it again. Note that I have other practice light work sessions that you can click on, and to activate different people and situations around wherever you are. Thanks for considering, and aloha.